name's Anna Thomas and I'm one of the directors of Treasury 1860 and also work on the floor and doing functions and admin and all the bits and pieces in between. So the food we set at the Treasury it's really a global inspiration. Much like many venues this day and age, we wanted to make sure we're using fresh local produce wherever possible, and we also obviously making sure it's seasonal. Really committed to sort of showcasing the best of what we have here in South Australia, both in our food and in our beverage offering as well. But we didn't really want to, I guess, go down one particular path of food style or cuisine, because we are attached to an international hotel and we are in such an iconic venue. So where we looked at it, we decided we wanted to be globally inspired but locally sourced. So our dishes can be from anywhere around the world. For want of a better term, people would say modern Australian, but really for us it was about whatever, fresh, incredible produce we can get locally, we'll create a brand new menu for that seasonally.
My name's Nathan Wright. I am a director / business owner / general manager and have been since January 6th, 2017. I love hospitality because you get a chance to make people happy. I mean, people go out to eat, they go out to drink, and we have the opportunity to provide that service in an environment which is welcoming, warm, friendly, and just to give people good experiences. And that's what I love. That's what I get the most out of in the industry, is having a venue or working in a venue where you can provide that escape when they go to dinner or to drinks. And it's just a really nice kind of, sounds a bit weird, but warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you've had people come through your venue to spend their money on something you've provided and they've really enjoyed it. And that's the most I get out of the industry. There's lots of other things, but that's the one thing that keeps me going and keeps me striving to keep improving what we do. I'd like to think that we are, as a venue, somewhere where you can come and escape the Adelaide version of bustling in the city. With the courtyard being outside, it's a little oasis, so we provide that little sanctuary of calm where you can escape, have a glass of wine, something to eat. And you are in the middle of the city, but you feel like you're a mile away because it's so quiet. Yeah, I mean, it's non-pretentious, it's warm, inviting, just for people to feel comfortable. And the more comfortable they feel, the more inclined they are to stay a little bit longer.
One of the other things I really, really love about this business is actually being in this building. So this was the original Treasury building here in South Australia. Underneath here are tunnels that used to move the gold through and store the gold in the old vaults downstairs. It's incredibly integral to some of our beginnings in Australia as well. The first gold pound was minted here. First gold pound outside of the Commonwealth, from what I understand, which is quite naughty. It all happened here. So this building has so much about it, and it's been so many different identities over time. But what is beautiful is it hasn't changed, I guess, in its beauty, and it maintains a lot of its historic beginnings about it. And I think it's just so lovely to walk out into that courtyard every morning and see that fountain going and see the beautiful arches and the gorgeous building itself and everything that it is inside it. It's lovely.
From our perspective, being relatively juvenile or young in our ownership career, we just would like to obviously thank everyone that's come in so far, and it's been repeat business for us and really like what we do. We really appreciate it. It's kind of humbling and sometimes surreal to actually sit back when you think about it, because you get caught up in it all the time. You can't see the wood for the trees. You're in it every day, so you don't ever get a chance to step out and see what you've actually created and achieved in 2 years' time. And I mean, it's pretty humbling to read some reviews and to see what we've done with the venue and to hear all this feedback, and then you kind of go, well, that's us. We did that, and that's not an arrogant thing. That's just a genuinely humble kind of, I can't believe we actually are doing this kind of thing. So to everyone that's been and loves to come, we really appreciate your custom. And to anyone else who may or may not see this, please feel free to pop in and say g'day. We're a good bunch of people in a great venue, and thanks very much for the opportunity. So I think that's about all. Is that all right?